All right, everybody. Jeep Life Podcast is live.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It has been. Well, last night we were out supporting a, great friend of the podcast.
Oh my God!
You were.
Yeah,
You didn't invite me.
He's the guy who does our music for the show.
Yeah.
And holy Jesus!
Oh, I bet that was amazing.
Where was it? Where was it at?
One Center Square over in Easton. What's up, Mike?
Right in the center city there?
Yeah, right around. Literally
circle?
right on the
that,
squircle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was. What's up, Mark? Hey, everybody, thanks for paying attention to us and noticing on Monday night versus our normal Sunday night. Yeah, dude, this band was ridiculous. When Nike does things, he's able to pull in people from, the Badleys, Breaking Benjamin, or
No kidding, really?
or whoever he happens to know and be free. And right now he's going out on tour with Christian Porter. He and Christian are good friends, and Christian, I don't know, he was made it quite a ways in the Voice 8 or 9 years ago. I mean, just killed it.
Right.
And and he and Nike have done a lot of stuff during COVID, Zoom type concerts and stuff.
Right.
And then he plays a lot with Craig Thatcher, who's just a fantastic guitarist. So yeah, dude, and it literally is like the best jam band you can think of.
Yeah.
It's like take Fish and Dave Matthews and put them in a bag and shake it up.
Right.
And then order a little pepper and throw it in there.
Yeah.
And then get some good salsa. Pour it in there. Shake it up a little bit more.
I don't think those guys would like to be covered in salt, pepper, and salsa, to be honest with you. But I mean,
I know them, and they do.
That's kind of weird.
I love it. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us. I'm going to bring up on screen our guest tonight, and we have Jeremy Rowe with us for the show. And Jeremy, if you haven't heard Jeremy's music, speaking of great music, dude, he throws down.
Yeah, he does.
And
my kind of way.
Yeah, I was going to say it's all you. And when I ride with you, and it's definitely all country all time. And he's got that great like baritone country voice. It's awesome. But he's got a couple of songs that caught my attention last year, and they're all about Jeep thing, not thing. That wouldn't be very Oklahoma of you if you said thing. It's thing, and Jeep Girl.
I like both very much.
I like both. I like Jeep Things and I like Jeep Girls. Oh,
I do absolutely,
and the music too. But he's with us tonight, and so we're gonna talk to him about that, maybe some future Jeep stuff, and seeing if I can
and how his Jeep life is, adapts to what he does with everything.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I've already made up a new Jeep for him, in kind of the pre-roll.
They're like Legos. You just can cut and add new sections.
I know exactly. It's gonna be. We're adding a couple more axles to that thing.
Well, not so much axles, but we can definitely make it a longer wheelbase.
You can stretch that. We cut it right. We'll pull Ian Johnson, cut it right down the middle.
It's actually they're like Lego pieces. They're just to make them longer. You take out center section of a JK and you.
I love it.
I think we're gonna help you out, Jeremy.
Everybody, right now, go out and share this on your favorite platform, favorite group, favorite whatever. I know it's Monday, so we're probably going to be a little light on people, but that's all right. We'll still have a good time, and then we'll get this out hopefully tomorrow. See, here, this is going to be so weird because this is normally where I would push the button and play some music, but I'm going to wait and do that. Oh hell! Did I played his music last time? I don't remember how I did that.
You did.
I did.
I listened to it.
But I'll put it in post. And,
You gave a short intro.
It's funny from week to week when I remember how to do something. And
If you can't tell, our regular work schedules are wild.
it's killing this is killing me. I just want to sleep right here.
Yeah.
I know this is riveting podcasting.
Well, are you going to hit the button or not hit the button?
I'm not going to hit the button tonight.
Why not? No, you got to hit the button.
Do I have to hit the button?
You got to hit the button.
All right, I'll hit the button and then we'll walk it in.
All right.
All right, I'll hit the button. Well, hey, everybody, and welcome to the Jeep Life Podcast. We're that podcast where we celebrate that Jeep life and everything that has to do with it, from the mountains to the rocks, to the sea, to the sand, to the beaches, to the rocks, to the creek beds, to the lakes that you stand by and maybe fish off of, and everything in between.
To the Jeep things and to the Jeep girls.
Oh, yeah. Which reminds me, I want to introduce our guest tonight. We thank him. He's coming all the way. He drove all the way from Oklahoma to be here tonight. And we got Jeremy Rowe in the studio. How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm good. It was a long drive.
You're right, it is. Now, what part of Oklahoma are you from?
I'm in Edmond, which is just north of Oklahoma City.
Oh, nice.
Right there in the middle.
Yeah, wow. Have you guys ever been to Oklahoma?
Nope.
No, but I want to because I hear the street racing scene's insane there.
Yeah, Oklahoma's
A little
interesting.
bit of that.
I drove through Oklahoma on my cross-country trip,
Right.
as you would do on I-40, just
Sure.
mind-numbingly heading west. We pull into Oklahoma City. It's like 60 degrees. Overnight, it drops to like
-10.
it was. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
overnight.
Right.
So we get up and our intention is to sightsee around the city, but it's so damn cold. That's not going to happen because I'm not getting out of the Jeep when it's that cold. So we just drove around the city and saw the city.
Right.
And then headed west again. But the wind was ridiculous. Hood flutter is real.
Well, we knew that.
Jeremy,
Yes.
you experienced that out there?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I need to get some heavy duty straps for sure. Yeah, get some of those high quality latches. Yeah, my hood flutters like crazy.
I recommend. I've got the JL
Mm-hmm.
hood latches, and just go find somebody on the side of the road with a JL and just take them off theirs and put it on yours.
Yep.
Might as well.
And
It works.
That thing doesn't move at all.
Nice.
So that would be the way to go.
Well, it turns it more into a clamping feature, not a,
Sure.
strap.
A rubber band.
Rubber band
Yeah.
and bubble gum.
Waka 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 waka.
It's supposed to do that this week too. It's like 70 today, and then on Wednesday it's supposed to be like 23 or something crazy like that.
Well, it's really not that different from PA.
Yeah, that's about the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're supposed to get some mix of snow, sleet, something coming in on Thursday night or
You know,
something.
it's what, 60 today
Yeah.
or
Yeah, and I
something?
put my top down today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, hopefully it's the last like cold snap, of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for the roll in. So I mean, the reason we have you on is you're a country music musician. How long you been doing that?
I grew up on country music, but I didn't start playing it until like early 2019. I had just gone through a divorce, and so I was kind of like looking for things to do because I was, all by myself with plenty of free time. So there's my sob story. But I went to an open mic, and I knew a couple country songs, so I went and played that there and got a really great response. And then not soon after, I was writing my own stuff and kind of processing and getting feelings out and stuff through that. And fast forward, here we are.
Wow.
When you
years.
when you started, you were covering a lot of music and you started writing your own stuff. which is kind of the typical way that musicians do that. What drew you to that? Was it just something you've always loved to do, or is it you said out of boredom, really? You just go down the local shop and pick up a guitar and just say, I'm going to learn 3 chords and go?
Well, I got a guitar when I was 14, like as payment for some around the house work I was doing for one of my neighbors. And so I'd had a guitar and I played a lot growing up, like in high school and stuff. I played in my church. And then, so I had some experience playing music, just not playing country out and about. And I really didn't have any interest, if you will, in doing that or having a band or anything like that. And then just kind of had a spur of the moment idea and looked for some open mics around Oklahoma City and found some. So that's what got me out there. And then that got me a gig, they were like, hey, can you play a 3-hour show? Because I was open mics, you just go play three songs.
Yeah.
And so they're like, can you play a 3-hour show? I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. And I only knew like 10 songs maybe.
Yeah,
so
I do the math on that. That's not 3 hours.
Yeah,
Nope.
No, I had to run home and learn a lot more real quick. But that's kind of what got me spun up.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Oklahoma City in particular is a really good music scene.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, me neither.
It's not too shabby. It's definitely not.
It's not
like
Nashville.
Fort Worth or
It's not. Yeah.
Austin.
It's not those, but it's
Okay.
It's kind of a second level, but some great people have come out of there.
Wow.
I mean, what's the most famous country music guy come out of Oklahoma City?
Garth Brooks.
Jeremy Rowe.
Who?
Oh,
Yeah,
Jeremy Rowe.
Jeremy Rowe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but Garth Brooks came out of that area. Who's the guy on The Voice?
Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton. He came out of there.
Reba McEntire.
Reba.
There you go. See,
There's a bunch.
And none
The
of
list
them
goes
hold a
on.
candle to Jeremy.
none of them.
Right.
They can't.
The
Even, they
best,
can't even.
The best is yet to come.
I won't even let them tune his guitar.
Right. That's right.
They couldn't even be his roadie.
Yeah.
You listen to that Blake Shelton? You
So-
can't even tune
so
Jeremy's
can
guitar.
Can we backstep here a
yes.
little bit?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you were a Jeep guy before the country scene?
No, actually, I grew up, around Jeepers. My family has always had Jeeps so far as I can remember. I just never thought I would own one for whatever reason. I think because, one, they were expensive, and I started having kids early, and they're not exactly family vehicles. So I never really thought that I would own one, but then my wife and I were really starting to talk about getting one, and then I had an idea of maybe I'm a realtor, and so I thought maybe I'll become like the Jeepers realtor, and I'll just kind of market to the Jeeping community and garner business from them, people that know, like, and trust me. And it wasn't, that lasted about a week. Because, after I got it's actually the week before we bought the Jeep, we were looking at other Jeeps and seeing what we liked and stuff. And we took a little trip out to Arkansas to just kind of get away, me and her, and stayed in an Airbnb. And the Airbnb was a basement to this guy's house, which I didn't quite know until we got there. But it was cool, and the guy that owned the place drove a JL. It was a green machine color, and I was like, man, there's something to this. There's a reason why we keep, we're talking about Jeeps, we keep running into them. I mean, at random places, and then while we were there, it rained for like 3 days straight, and so we just kind of stayed in and binge watched TV shows like HGTV and stuff. Didn't do a dang thing. But I took my guitar because I was, take my guitar with me everywhere I go. And the day we decided we were going to get out, the rain subsided a little bit. So I wonder if there's any Jeep songs out there. It'd be kind of cool to write a song, that would be an anthem for Jeepers. And I didn't own a Jeep yet, but I've been in the Jeep community all my life. So I knew enough. And so while she was doing her makeup and stuff, getting ready for dinner, I sat down and wrote Jeep thing at the table there.
No kidding. That quick, huh?
Yeah, it took me about 45 minutes, and so I
I can't get shit done in
I think
45 minutes.
He has more talent in his like pinky than I do with my whole body.
Right. I obviously the Adderall he's on is way better than the stuff we're on.
Dude, it takes me 45 just to get up in the morning.
Sometimes the really the good ones, I think, just kind of when you're inspired, they just come out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say when your heart's
So,
in it, and you're feeling
yeah.
what you're writing, and it just
Yeah.
flows.
I did a little research too while we were there. I said, I wonder if there's any Jeep songs out there, and I went and I found a few. But I thought we needed a new one. So that's why I wrote Jeep Thing.
Well, that's how I ran across Jeep Thing. Is I was actually looking for Jeep songs,
Right.
because I thought it would be
Why
cool,
not?
and I run across it, and I listened to it. I'm like, oh man, this is the coolest thing ever. And then literally, I listened to it like 10 times, and then it left my head, and
Then you showed it
Squirrel.
to me.
yeah, and then we had the girl for the Jeep Life
yeah.
app on.
Yeah, Christy Wilson.
Yeah, Christy, and she it was great. We talked about the app and everything, and then she texted me a little bit later, "Hey, have you heard of
This,
Jeremy Rowe?"
yeah.
And I said, "Oh, that's the Jeep Thing guy." And it all came back, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, that's when I played it for you, and I was like, we got to get this guy.
Yep, absolutely.
That's cool.
So 45 minutes sitting around a table.
Right.
Yeah.
But I can see that. I mean, when I'm sitting down I don't write music, but when I write articles, tech articles or curriculum or whatever, if my heart is in it, like if I'm really in the moment, it just flows,
Sure.
True. All right, so tell us about your Jeep.
So I got a 2017 JKU. Funny story. I was dead set on getting a black or a silver because I'm a man. And
Oh, they went over our female listeners right there.
no, so I was drawn to black or silver. I like the way they look, and my family has all white Jeeps.
Okay.
And I think they do look sharp, but I want to do something different. My mom's Jeep is white, and my brother's is white, and they've got some close friends that have white Jeeps. And like, okay, there's got to be another color when we're all together at the house. Which, by the way, I thought the Jeep community was like kind of Oklahoma redneck thing, and now I have found out otherwise. But anyway, we go to CarMax to see what there was a couple advertised, black one and a silver one. I want to look at both. The silver one with manual, and I thought, man, that'd be kind of cool. And that's about what I do. Every other vehicle, I go back to a manual, and then I hate it for a little bit, and then I go back to an automatic, and flip back and forth. But so we go, and as soon as we get there, they say, "Oh, the black one was just sold." Ah, dang. Well, let me see the silver one, and they go to get the silver one, and this lady was gone for a while. I was like, man, what happened to her? Is she okay?
She went out for lunch and wrote a 45-minute song.
Exactly.
Well, she comes back up, walking up, and she wasn't supposed to be walking up. She was supposed to be driving that Jeep up. And she said, so, funny story. Not really funny. Somebody didn't put the freedom tops back on it right, and it was full of water.
Oh.
Yeah, because it had poured the night before, and she said, "There's just no way we can drive it right now. It's just full of water."
Pull the drain plugs, get in there.
Yeah, I doubt they even knew about the plugs. But anyway, she said, "Well, we got this bright blue one," and my immediate reaction was like, "No way, man!" But wifey said, let's at least test drive it. I said, all right, we can test drive it. So we drove it, and I don't think we made it a mile away. And I said, all right, we'll buy this one. So it's cheap blue, and that color has grown on me. You can look out in a sea of parking lot and pick out that Jeep from a mile away.
Yeah, that's there's not a whole lot of them in that color.
No, and I've seen a couple around the city, and they're one of them has a white top on it with a white stripe down the other side of it, and the other has a black top, and mine's got the blue painted top. So you can definitely tell it's me when I'm out and about.
Yeah.
But I love it, man. And we're gonna add that third row, and I've got some parts that are sitting in a pile waiting on a wrenching day. Get that all done. Got a 2.5-inch metal cloak lift, and
nice.
Just got me a sweet little cargo rack from Ruck Rack. You guys heard about him?
Okay. Lock, yeah.
Check it out. Ruck Rack, man. They're cool little cargo haulers.
Huh.
Nice. Well, I mean, with adding that third row, you definitely want to.
Yeah, I have no room.
Look at a place on top.
Right. I have no room. In fact, that was one of the things I was shopping for recently is a hard top.
You need to find a used hard top. Throw it on there.
Yep.
And we'll throw a roof rack on there.
Find.
Well, no, they're around.
Yeah, you can find them.
They'll be popping up more and more as spring comes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Jeremy, I stalk you on Instagram, and I saw those boxes, and I was like, that gold will look really nice underneath that.
It's gonna
that Chief blue.
It's gonna look real good.
We've talked about it before. My favorite Jeep model is the Chief model, so I do love that Chief blue, and
one of 3,500.
Yeah,
is that all they made?
3,500.
Wow,
Chief.
Yeah, and mine's a 2017 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
One of our favorite people in the world, Holly.
Yes.
Fowler. You need to look her up if you don't know already. She's got Mischief Maker, Chief in the name, Mischief. But it's
that thing comes to party.
A Chief blue, and it's it'll make your Jeep just roll over and start crying.
Mm-hmm.
I think I recognize the name. We're probably already following each other, but I'll check her out.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. She comes and hangs out with us.
Cool.
We've had her on the show a couple times. She's good people.
Very good.
I love that Chief. I can't wait for you to get your metal cloak stuff on there.
Me too.
it's the worst having parts just sitting in the garage staring at you, laughing at you the whole time.
Every day, I'm like, man.
Yeah.
But I gotta have the time to get under there, and I don't want to look like I skipped leg day. So waiting on some tires too. Yeah, I've got wheels, so just waiting on some tires now too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good deal.
All right, so we learned the story of Jeep Thang.
Yeah.
And I'm going to assume, let's hope that Jeep Girl is your wife.
Yeah, of course.
At least that's what we tell her, right? How did that song come out? Was that 45 minutes, or was that a little bit more of a?
It was 45 minutes with some conversation with my co-writer, and so we probably could have wrote it faster than that, but we were getting to know each other and stuff and goofing off. But Taylor Marie Wagner, she called me up. She's in Nashville. She's a Jeeper. She said, "Hey, I found your Jeep Thang song and love it. You want to write sometime?" And I messaged her back. I'm like, "Heck yeah, why not?" Write with somebody in Nashville and as a Jeeper. So, and I already had the Jeep Girl idea floating around my head. So I asked her, "You want to write a song for Jeep Girls?" And she's like, "Oh, heck yeah, let's do it." So we got together and, we him-hawed for a while and got to know each other a little bit. And then we cranked that song out in 45 minutes.
I see a theme happening.
Yeah.
I'm Taylor Marie Nelson? Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get a third name in there, Jeremy. If you're going to make it in the country western scene, you either need to get rid of one of them or add another one.
I don't know, man. I think Jeremy Rowe is like about as country as it gets.
That's about right.
Yeah.
I think it's somebody told me I played at a church on Sunday, kind of filling in for a friend, and he told me, man, he's like, Jeremy Rowe's a great stage name. I was like, well, cool. I'm glad you think so.
Yeah,
it really is. Yeah. It's got
it does roll off the tongue.
It's
real
got a presence.
Easy.
Yeah,
does.
absolutely. Yeah,
it does. So I've seen your videos. Yeah. Those were shot at separate times. Is that? Do you have a Jeep club out there that you use? Because there's a lot of Jeeps in your videos.
Mm-hmm.
So with Jeep Thang, I just I put out an all call, amongst friends and family, and said, let's get as many Jeeps here as possible. And So that's how we did Jeep thing. A lot of people showed up, and I might have known 10 of the 150 people that were there. I was like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
I didn't even know that there was that many, Jeepers in Oklahoma. And, because I guess I just only had really gone out with my family. And when they get together, it's kind of a super tight knit thing. And I knew that they had, a group or two that they belonged to, but I didn't own a Jeep, so I didn't belong to those, those Facebook groups or whatever. And man, as soon as Jeep thing comes out, I started getting invites and added to every Jeep group out there. And, I know I still have, a couple hundred invitations that I haven't got to just because the sheer volume of them, I just can't keep up.
Yeah.
But with Jeep Girl, we learned a couple things with Jeep thing, me and my videographer, as far as like workflow and how to handle things. And so we went from doing the all call on Jeep thing, not having a clue what we were doing, not really having a shot list together. We were just kind of like, let's get out there and see what's up. And we had never been to the park that we went to. And so we learned from that. And for Jeep Girl, we did an invite only and went and previewed the place that we were going. We had a couple of pros that were with us that know the area like the back of their hand. And then, went out there and previewed, figured out which landmarks and places that we were going to do certain shots. And then, we knew how many people we would have with us or how long it would take us to wheel from one area to the next. And so we're just kind of taking all that info each time, building and growing. And next video we're shooting is Easter weekend for my next song.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. And that's Disney, right? Off-road.
Disney was Jeep Girl. We're gonna go to Hot Springs, Arkansas for the off-road family video.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a blast. And that one we did an all call, but we still a little bit we're more organized this time, so we know how to handle it. And,
well, it's how far away is that for you?
For me, it's about 6.5 hours.
Yeah, so it'd be hard to take a group of people that far. I mean, I'm sure some of them want to go with you.
Yeah, I got plenty that there's some diehard friends and family that as soon as I mentioned it, they went and booked up their spots, for their RVs and camping sites. And so, yeah, we're going to have a pretty good sized convoy from Oklahoma going out there.
That's cool. That'd be half the fun.
So you're going to do a little campfire concert at one of the nights, or? Actually,
they have a big pavilion that has a stage and lights and the whole nine. And so we're just going to do a full-on concert after we're done shooting on that Saturday.
That's cool.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I wish Hot Springs was a little bit closer.
Yeah, just a plane ticket away.
Yeah, that's right.
That is true.
Yeah, dude, that's so cool.
That is awesome.
It's one of those things where you see the music, or you hear the music, you see the song, and then you go, "Is he really a Jeep guy?"
Yeah.
And
he is.
And the more I look into it, I like, dude, he's living a life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's living that Jeep life.
Well, he's got the shirt on. Jeep beef.
Mm-hmm.
Jeep beef,
right.
yeah, man. I got to represent. They sent me some cool stuff, and Ruck Rex sent me some cool stuff, and man, I get that's one of the perks too. I get some pretty cool swag, And I was
gonna say I like that hat
go
too.
Through my t-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad that you get to experience all this and bring people together. Yeah.
It's been a whirlwind though. But yeah, that's the hope, to bring people together. And, we all get to live the life together. Go have fun, go wheel, and support each other. That's one of the biggest things I've learned about the Jeep community and the off-road family. And that's another reason why I wrote that song specifically. Is everybody shows up for each other.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. We say that.
I kept getting requests though for like, hey, you should write a song for side-by-siders. You should write a song for ATVs. And
yeah, right.
Jeep dogs, and man, the list goes on. And but I thought, I'm going to cover everybody. I'm going to write a song called "The Off-Road Family" because I know I could call up a side-by-side owner or whatever if I needed some help or something like that. So
right,
yeah.
Yeah, and there's plenty of Toyota people too that pull right up and help you out too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, we always say that the Jeep community is unique to any other car culture. It's just,
it is. It's extremely unique.
Yep. So.
Well, it's not really a country song because both of your songs are pretty upbeat and happy.
Country rock.
I haven't seen a Jeep dog get hit and hit by on my way to jail and
right.
and my drunk grandma just broke up with me.
Oh gosh!
Come on, Jeremy, I want that song.
Like
that. 45 minutes. Write that song.
Man, that one might be done a little quicker.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why you're doing well, is because the positive messages.
Yeah.
People are. It's such a negative place, right now, the world, and all you hear on the news is bad. So people are. I mean, they're looking for good stuff. So
I agree. Yeah, that's the goal. Lift people's spirits and just have a good time.
Yeah, and I've listened to others, a lot of other parts of your music that isn't just those two songs, and they're all relatable. I mean, it's good stuff, and I think that as a musician is kind of the sweet spot.
Yeah,
is to find that thing that you just connect with people.
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
And find that connection, and we have connected because of your Jeep songs, but we're just a small niche group of people. I mean, of course, we're cool people, right. But I love your other stuff that it just connects. It's easy to listen to. I'm not a country guy, and I'm still listening to it. So that says something, you know.
That's awesome.
Yep, same here. I feel the same way. I'm not a huge country person. I mean, there's some stuff I like. And of course the old stuff that I was brought up on, the outlaw country, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, I always place my heart for them.
Some Johnny Cash.
Yeah, but your stuff is good, and I enjoy listening to it, and I really, I appreciate your talent as an artist.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Some people give you swag. What happens if we send you a Jeep Life T-shirt? Would you?
Yeah, I think that's
a rocket, man.
I think that might need to be in the video, though.
Yeah,
we might be able to make that happen.
That'd be cool.
if I can meet a deadline and get it out.
Some stickers.
Yeah, for sure. We'll send some stickers and a shirt.
Good.
All right. Well, I have a hat for him at the house.
Do you have a hat?
I have
those are collector's items. They're not being made at all anymore.
No, I have one of those left.
I'm a hat guy for sure. I'm always rocking Richardson 112s, especially.
Cool.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh man, it's the trucker hat brand.
Oh
yeah.
It's the brand. Yeah, they're just really comfortable and high quality hats. So that's what I make, and then a lot of folks have been sending me hats, send me that one because they know that's what I wear.
Nice,
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'll wear any hat, man, especially if it's got a brand that I like.
I love it.
That's cool. Yeah, we'll get you the hat out. Now I'm going to give it to you because last time with Marvin Stammel, I completely failed.
Yeah, I don't want a $800 shipping bill either. So
no, the hat won't be the hat. And the T-shirt and stickers won't be that much. No.
We'll be able to get that out, but we'll get you out some swag and
that's
for
cool.
sure.
I appreciate it. I'll rock it, man.
I love it.
It'd be awesome.
Well, Jeremy, man, it's been awesome to have you on the show. Where can people find you? I want everybody to be able to find you and listen to your music. Where can they do that?
I appreciate it. You can listen to, look up Jeremy Rowe on any of your favorite streaming platforms, and then you can go to my website for more music and behind-the-scenes stuff, see what my next project is, and my show calendar. And it's jeremyrowe-music.com.
Right on. And that's Rowe, ROWE.
Right, yep.
Got it.
Hyphen.
Got it.
Music. Yeah. I just want to make sure everybody gets out there and find him on all the socials and follow him. And I've loved our conversation, but from the very first email that we sent, I could tell that this was a guy I want to hang out with.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
So anytime you're up in the Pennsylvania area,
or if we're out in Oklahoma, we'll hit you up.
Oh, dude, we're sleeping on your floor with.
Come on,
it's awesome.
We got air mattresses.
we're that's it. That's our.
Yeah, we'll babysit your kids, and you guys can go write some more songs.
That's right.
I like it. All we need is a couple hours, then we get to them.
I love it. Well, Jeremy, we appreciate you coming on with us and spending some time and sharing your Jeep life with us.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
Perfect.
All right, man. We're going to cut you out, and we'll continue on with the show. We appreciate it.
That's good.
Thanks, Jeremy. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
You too now.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy. Bye.
Bye.
Man, that was awesome.
Awesome, dude.
Awesome,
Seriously
dude.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Good soul.
Really good music, too. And I can't say, that Alpine system
Yeah.
does,
Killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Every note, everything. And
Yeah.
Jeep thing. Over and over again. I think I forgot that it was on replay. I got half hour in. I'm like, yeah. Wait. Oh, it's on replay. Cool.
Excellent.
Repeat.
All right. So, well, if you're here, we just finished up interviewing Jeremy Rowe, and we're going to
flip it around.
Flip it around. We're going to do our regular kind of show.
We're going to do a reverse.
Yeah. So I'm going to push play on Jeremy's music right now. Oh man, that's just a preview of our show coming up. Welcome to the Jeep Life Podcast. Man, it's good to be here in the studio with the two best people I know. How's it going, guys?
I love when he does it every time he cries a little more every week.
Every time.
Two best. Boring as pieces of crap ever.
You turds.
Where were you on Route 100?
Yeah, where were you when I needed you the most?
Well, all right, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
When I called you, and I was very much ready to get into the car to drive down to your ass to give you that socket.
Man, it's been such a day. It's been a day.
So what happened? What? Huh?
So I'm on the 4-lane portion of Route 100 coming north.
Right. We drive it every day.
Every day. And I don't remember going over anything rough, even though there's 1,000 potholes that you
road
have to
is treacherous.
go
By the way,
around.
Pennsylvania, fix that shit.
Fix that shit.
They're not gonna.
It's bad. No, they're not gonna. But all of a sudden, the light. No, I could feel the acid getting a little itchy, but it was I didn't think anything of it. I thought maybe it would wind. All right, whatever. And then the light came on for the tire sensor, and I literally watched the pressure gauge go straight down to 0. And by that time, I could tell that the Jeep was riding really weird, and at that point, there was the side of the road was just shitty. It wasn't a lot of room, so I pull up on the grass and get out, and it's one of those things where you're looking at this situation. I'm really close to the highway, and people are just flying by. At one point, I thought there was a car that went by. It had to have been doing 100 at least. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll just remove one bolt at a time.
Right.
So I get my breaker bar, which has a 19 on it. So I'm golden. So I get out my security lug nut thing, and I break that one. And it breaks easily. I break it.
Thank
I
God
start
you had that.
Right. I thought my deep socket 19 that I normally have, I keep it together with that. But it's not there. I don't know where it is, but I still have my deep socket 19 that was on my breaker bar.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't fit on the other lug nuts.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could have swore these things were 19s.
They were at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I figured that out. And so I'm like, I don't know what to do. And so I'm sitting on the side of the road. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of take a breath. I'm going to take the spare off. I'm going to get up my jack, and I'm going to start getting everything ready except doing the lug nuts. So I did all that just to kind of give me a breather because, cars are going by, and it's on my driver's side, so I'm right on the side of the road. Then I'm like, all right, now I'm going to take the time. There's no cars coming. I'm going to go out there, and I still couldn't get it on. I'm like, this is bullshit. What the hell is going on? And at that time, I had texted with you guys.
I was like, it should be a 19 or 3/4.
Right.
Well, so a 19 and 3/4 are technically different.
They are actually, yeah,
So
different sizes.
What? I don't know which is bigger. So you may need
3/4 is a little bit, but a 19 millimeter. I mean, so the whole idea is that those caps that are over top of the actual lug, they get beat up, broken up, corroded, and
they swell.
Yeah, they swell. So my advice to anyone is to get something that does not have that cap on it.
So I got to the point where I was everything was done except for getting that tire off.
Mm-hmm.
The spare was off. Everything was done. And I'm like, you know what? I got AAA. I didn't want to use it, but I put it in, and it was going to be almost an hour.
Right.
And I was just going to get in the Jeep and just sit there and wait until you get there.
Playing phone.
The dude, like 9 minutes later, shows up because he drove by, saw me. He was going to pull over and help, but didn't have his impact wrench. And he's like, I'm just going to go get the truck. And went and got the truck and came back and, parked in a way that blocked off one of the lanes so that, we could work freely on the Jeep.
He had the tow truck.
Yeah. He
So,
had the tow truck
so
at that
he had
time.
full lights.
You said that you had this horrible day. It sounds like you got pretty lucky in tail end.
And that little segment was fantastic because this guy was awesome. I don't even know what tow truck company it was. I don't know his name, but man, he was awesome. He pulls out his impact. He has a 19.5 and an 18.5.
For those lug nuts.
For those lug nuts, because the 19.5 is to take the ones that are swollen off. The 18.5 is to take it off if the cap had come off.
Right.
So my recommendation is get one of those. Whatever that is. It's a reversible
oh god, yeah.
They're expensive.
Yeah. But get one of those. One of those is going in my Jeep.
Well, really, you should get
Just
new
get
lug
new
nuts. You should get rid of those.
Yeah.
I may know a guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll look into that.
I may
Get those
sit outside.
the splined lug nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I have a ton of lug nuts sitting on my desk. They're all for JLs.
They're 9/16.
They're all for. There's got to be 10 full sets of.
Yeah.
So if you drive a JL and need the lug nuts,
So
let
here's
me
a
know.
question: are the JL ones different size than the? I know the they are a different size.
Thread and pitch is different.
Is it thread pitch is different?
9/16
diameter.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah. So that was
They can't make anything the same.
No, that
Nothing's interchangeable, man. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Nope.
So that was my no good day that turned into okay.
And now you're here.
And now I'm
recording
here.
with the two turds.
With the two turds, Bill and Don. I don't mean that. You guys are my best friends, so my best friend turds.
You're my best friends of my
Only
friends that are
friends.
turds.
Sweet. So later on in the episode, we're going to be talking with Jeremy Rowe, country music legend.
Yeah,
Legend.
definitely.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So stay tuned for that. What have you guys done anything recently?
I didn't this week. A week before, I was working pretty much. Well, we worked on the CJ a little more, but we worked
cool.
on. We did like a major overhaul on a 2014 Rubicon. So axle seal. There's a video that's going out in Patreon about doing inner axle seals. I just uploaded it. So,
cool.
Should be out this week.
I need some of that done.
Nothing. What inner axle seals? Yeah, we're gonna do all your stuff this summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all sitting in my garage.
But since my students had helped me so much lately with like the CJ and stuff, we did a Let's Work on Your Cars week. So I got some really cool. Maybe I'll throw them up on Instagram. But we had a WRX in that was on a two-step and lighting up the shop on 12 pounds of boost on the two-step and pretty
awesome.
hot-rodded Scion and another WRX. And so, it was they don't complain when I ask them to help. So, it's just as much their shop as it is mine or anybody else's. So that's what I did. I got to play around with some Subarus and a Scion.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was working on the tow rig. Bertha's getting some new cross members and getting some work done so she can be tip-top shape for no wheeling season coming up.
Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up so soon. I'm so excited.
Reaper has a dead battery, so it needs to be jumped every time I want to move it. Yeah. So and
Big Red's rolling.
barely the front axle. I put a new caliper on it and it's still rubbing, but not the whole. I think it needs new pads.
You sure you don't have a brake line or a brake hose? I mean, that's pinched. So what happens is a lot of times they pinch in the inside, so the fluid will go in but can't come back out. It's like a one-way check valve.
It's like half of the rotor is like you can see it's rubbing like the inner half.
So maybe it is pads, and just put a new set of pads and rotors on it.
So
start there.
Yeah, I already put a new brake caliper on it. So
yeah, well, if the pads and rotors don't fix it,
the
do
caliper
the
was
hose
seized.
next. Yeah.
So maybe.
Are you sure the guy was the caliper and not the hose?
No, the caliper was definitely seized because I pulled it off and it doesn't.
Still wouldn't move.
Still wouldn't move.
I had one that did that too.
And the seal's all blown out of it.
Yeah.
So that was that, and then I got to rebuild my front end, but everything spins really nicely, which is weird. There's only a little noise in the rear, just like brake noise.
Yeah.
Just I'm rubbing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the dry shaft in, front dry shafts in.
Front drive shafts in. Got the new catalytic. Last week I did catalytic converter, new O2 sensors, new coil pack.
You got a lot done.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, I
It's
got to
running
see it.
good.
I got to see it at work. So
It's running well. Like
you
it pulls. Pulls kind of nice.
well, that's good.
Wait. Now that it's running right. Let's supercharge it. So, coming soon.
I was thinking now that it's running right, let's trade it in.
Right.
That's what I was hearing.
One of
out
us
that.
needs to get a JL.
No, I want to supercharge it. I'm not getting rid of it, so I might as well supercharge it and put it on tons.
I think I'm going to hit Dave Gerard up. I'm going to pull that exhaust that's on it. I'm going to put something a little more mild on it, and I'm going to take the tune out of it. And I think I'm going to set it up for some overlanding.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I talked to Dave this week. He's ready to put an exhaust on there.
Let's head out there. And
Pipes has got a new exhaust that
let's do it.
They're ready to go. So,
like I said, I'm going to pull the tune out of it. I'm going to probably leave the K&N stuff in it because
mine's super loud now.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All I hear is when I'm like idling, I let off the gas. It just.
I don't hear anything but my front tires and my exhaust sitting on a cross member.
Maybe they'll show up one day. My new tires.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
But that's all I hear. It's just loud.
Did I tell you I patched my sidewall on my Nittos?
You can.
Well, I put it on. I put it on. You shouldn't. I put it on as a spare, and I won't rotate it in unless I absolutely need it.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the times when we were out, I must have
gouged it.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a half an inch of rubber in the sidewalls.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of rubber.
It poked it, and it was a slow leak. It was like really slow. So let's screw it. Put a patch in it and threw it in a spare.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
So this is the point of the show where I'm going to ask, not beg, but just ask.
Reviews.
Yeah.
Something.
Do some reviews. We've had some good reviews in the past, but we've kind of dried up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Get out there, review us.
Also let us know what content you want too.
Yeah.
So like we're always kind of fishing for content. My cousin, we're gonna do. I think next weekend we were gonna do transfer cases, but we'll do the Jeep models and push the transfer case thing back, and then we'll go from there.
There's like transfer case can be a couple weeks. Or 2 weeks at least.
Yeah, it could be.
Because, the standard
freaking Jeep models could be, too. I started putting a spreadsheet together
God,
and, like,
terrible.
my head exploded.
Well, you can do aftermarket transfer cases 1 week and stock transfer cases 1 week.
Yeah.
So, stick around.
We got stuff.
Yeah,
we got plenty of stuff.
We got plenty of stuff coming.
Yeah.
But get those reviews out there. And if you haven't already, join our Patreon. Give us some money to help us bring all this great content to you. I don't want to do an NPR style telethon where we just talk at you about the money and we won't play the good stuff, the good Jeremy Rowe interview that's coming up.
I know.
But our Patreons do get exclusive content before everybody else does.
Right.
And as I walked in, you were working on a new video.
Yep. So I got an interaxle seal video, the right way to do them. So
Obviously, I've been doing them the wrong way.
There's
every time
not
they leak.
one video that I didn't, deep search YouTube, but I didn't see any videos of using the correct tool to do it.
So what? Are you using 2-piece or 1-piece?
Hey,
The
save
new
it for
ones,
the video.
the 2-piece. Yeah.
You're doing 2-piece.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Save it for the video. I don't want people getting ahead.
I'm asking, what is he using?
Yeah, I'm using it. So the 2-piece is the new ones.
Right. So
Right.
I've only ever used the old ones. I've only used the 1-piece.
Well, this tool
that's
worked
the
for the
thing.
1-piece too.
Right. I'm just wondering
Right.
which one you're using. So
2-piece because that's all you can really get.
Oh.
They're kind of phasing out the 1-piece.
I have like 3 sets of
So
1-pieces.
I mean, everybody talks about it really wasn't a seal failure. If any time I've went in and seals are leaking, it's because they're packed full of mud and stuff.
Yeah.
So on the Rubicon on Scott's, when we redid the front end on it, we put those are they factor? No, they're not factor. Yeah, they're for dust and stuff. So we're gonna give it a try and see how it works, keeping stuff out.
I have them.
I ran them on my TJ, but I didn't have them on long enough that I sold it right after I put them on. So Scott, it's like an experiment. We're gonna pull them in another 6 months and see what they look like.
You got to. So from what I've learned of them is you got to stay up on greasing them.
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
And you got to clean them out a lot, or else they just gunk up.
Well, nobody maintains their vehicle better than Scott. So
That's true.
He has a collection of grease guns.
I was going to say he's got separate grease guns for every occasion.
Right.
Your birthday, bar mitzvah, whatever.
Christmas.
He's got the grease gun for that occasion.
He's all lubed up.
Here's something because we did our Battle of the Brackets. Troy, our listener, what's next for our March Madness Battle of the Brackets?
That's good.
And he gives us several topics: tires, exhaust, shock, bumpers, or winches.
Well, I think we talked about one of those already, didn't we? Tires.
We did do tires, but we didn't do it as a
right. So,
as
but
a
I was saying
bracket.
as a bracket, we were going to do tires.
Yeah.
I think is the next one up.
Is that the next
That's
one up?
the next one up. Yep.
All right.
Yep. So and actually starts next week.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know that it is. I know I have a top 2. And
Well, I'll throw another brand in there.
There's plenty.
Maxis.
There's plenty of brands out there we can throw in,
Yep.
I can't wait to see the bracket and see who's against who.
There you go.
We'll see who Quadratec beats out with Amazon.
Quadratec
first
brand's
round.
own tires, right?
But no, that's a great idea, and I'm looking forward to doing that one. We're going out. I mean, it's coming up.
Oh,
the
geez.
season.
Well, on 2/26, we're going to the Jeep, JEEP, and that stands for Jeep Enthusiasts of Eastern Pennsylvania Tech Day at the Western Montgomery Technical School, and that's located in Limerick, Pennsylvania, and we're going to be down there supporting the technical school itself. So I think Don would like to talk a little bit about this event.
Yep. So it's actually next Saturday. We are going to have, now I'm going to rack my brain here, but we're going to have somebody doing some welding, demonstrating some welding, light welding, MIG welding, a little bit of oxyacetylene stuff. You'll be able to get probably a welder in your hand, MIG welder. We're going to have Scott Ammerman doing power tank stuff, and I'm sure he'll probably have his new Pro Eagle stuff out there.
I think he's going to do some Monster Valve stuff.
And Munster Valve, Yep. Tony D'Antonio from D'Antonio Auto is going to be doing new product stuff from Quadratec.
That's awesome.
We have Kyle Butcher from Off Road Consulting is going to be doing some winch safety stuff. And then we're going to have our own crew doing, undercarriage stuff, maintenance stuff, like, checking U-joints, fluids, things like that, trail maintenance stuff, preventative maintenance.
You guys do a good job with that.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a ton of work, but I'm excited. So
lots of information. You get to round robin through the
Right.
different stations.
Yeah.
right.
Well done.
Yeah,
well done.
I appreciate that. Thank you. So we're really looking forward to it. We mixed it up a little bit this year. We got new in. We got Kyle. We're doing a welding thing. And Jerry Amsoil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Jerry's going to be there. Jerry, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Giving a lesson on lubes.
He is going to be giving a lesson on oils, engine oils, things like that.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
and Jerry's very, very knowledgeable. Like I think he's a molecular nuclear scientist or something
Yes.
like that. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he's, we're going to be doing some stuff there. So
Cool.
the only thing we're slacking in this year is we didn't do giveaways because nobody has anything to give away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
There's
Yeah.
no inventory anywhere, so
Yeah.
I apologize for that. But the money goes to the students. It goes into a fund to help
Either way, great cause.
Yep.
So
students. We got students that can't afford tools when they leave. We'll throw them, some gift cards. If we're going to a competition that's not covered by a sponsor, we'll pay for it. That way, the student doesn't have to miss that competition.
Right.
Or if the money doesn't get used next year, when we take the students on field
Continues.
trips, we dump the money in the field trip fund to lower the cost for the students to go.
yeah,
That's great.
awesome.
Keep it going. Keep it going. I love it.
So then 4:09 to 4:17.
Yeah, it's long.
Hot diggity.
It's long.
Eastern Jeep Safari. If you're out there, congratulations. I wish I was there, but I'm not going to be. So, if you're lucky enough to make it, you may see a special guest out there. Who knows?
You may. It's a
We
it's a
don't
big
know.
show, and I can't see what Jeep has for
Yeah,
their show.
I know. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Always a lot of cool stuff comes out of there. So, then on to 5/21, we're going to have our own very Go Topless Day, and that is the Jeep National Go Topless Day.
Yes.
And we're going to be heading up to the Mountain View Winery with the Jeep enthusiasts of Eastern Pennsylvania again.
Yep.
We did a nice, awesome live recording when we were up there last time. We had some awesome beverages. That is a brewery, winery, distillery, get whatever tickles your
Yeah.
fancy
Yeah.
kind of deal up there. And we had Reaper up there. We had Alias and Kylo and a lot of other Jeeps. So it was a Jeep show, Jeep ride,
It was great.
a
Lots of
beverage
good food.
hangout, great food. So there's always a food truck or two. I think
Cactus Blue will be
Cactus
there
Blue
again.
will be there again.
Yep.
And then heading on to 6/10 to 6/12. That's in June.
Yeah.
Is the Bantam Jeep Festival, and I think we're gonna try to make it. I don't know if I can. I can't. I know that.
My commitment is I'm going to be there.
Okay, so you're gonna be there,
Yep.
possibly. Who knows?
I'll pack Don in the back of Kylo and
Yeah, right.
and drag him. He duct tape over his mouth. I don't have to listen to him for the trek across PA.
Yeah, because I talk so much,
Literally, all I have to do is make sure he has internet access. And I don't have to worry about him.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm like a kid with the video game,
Put him
but
in the
instead I'm
backseat.
researching.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the very next weekend, we're heading out to AOAA for an awesome trip of, well, it's kind of a field trip. 6/17 to 6/19, we're going to be at AOAA with the ultimate 4x4 field trip
Oh yeah.
with our awesome friend, Miss Holly Fowler.
Yep.
I think we're also going to be hanging out with Kate from Psycho Cupcake. She wheels an awesome JK, and I think
Yes.
she's going to be on the show in a couple weeks as well.
Nice.
And then Matt from Bleepin' Jeep. Jeremy Rose, I think, is going to be possibly making an appearance as well up here. So it's going to be a wild, awesome
Possibly
ride.
Northwest.
Possibly Northwest.
Yeah.
I heard some off-road and chill. So there's going to be a lot of awesome names up at AOAA doing some wild wheeling.
Yeah.
So the Jeep Life podcast, and we're still working on our partner with this,
Yep.
but the Jeep Life podcast will be providing trail recovery and maintenance
Yep.
while we're up there. So as a lot of the people know that, I'm kind of a little handy.
Yep.
And also we'll be having Reaper up there, and it's an awesome
And what I'm really good at is
holding
Pull it-
video camera.
holding video camera, but I'm really good at pulling whatever broken vehicle from the back of the park to the parking lot.
Yep.
I'm really good at that.
So we're going to need a lot of that possibly, but we're going to be, very prepared when we go out there. We're going to have a lot of recovery gear. We're going to have a lot of extra spare parts, and working on my partnership with this. But, so it's going to be an awesome
excellent
time. And then we're heading down to Wildwood, New Jersey for the New Jersey Jeep Invasion, and that's always a wild ride. So you're going to want to
you
come hang
definitely
out with us down there.
Yeah, for sure.
And then after that, we are heading to Carlisle, Pennsylvania for PA All Breeds, and that is July 23rd to the 24th, and that was a great time last year. It was a little hot, but, we had a lot of fun.
Nowhere near as hot as the first time you and I went to PA
terrible.
Jeeps. Oh, my God.
Jeez. And then heading into August 25th to the 27th, that is Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion, and that's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And I think we're going to try to make it this year. Who knows,
As long as we don't run out of money like we did last year.
I know, right?
We ran out of money real quick.
We looked in the crystal ball, and there was no green in that.
No.
So
it was very brown.
There was actually a whole bunch of deck collectors.
right. So hopefully that's in the cards for us to head
Jeez.
down to Pigeon Forge.
And that same week is Ocean City Jeep Week. And, so if you're in Ocean City, Maryland, we may see you. I don't know. We might be splitting up the team.
So, what's going to happen here is it's all going to be predetermined by money. So if we have a whole bunch of money left, we'll go to Tennessee. If we only have a little bit of money left, we'll go to Ocean City. If we have no money left, you'll just see us here in the studio
again.
Yeah, right.
That's right. It sounds like a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
I know.
As long as I'm in my Jeep, I don't care where it is.
Yeah.
So I love that. We're going to be out there. I know that I've talked with Jerry about some of the events coming up this week. I know you talked to Jerry.
Yeah.
We met
actually
him
tonight. I just messaged him.
We met him last year. Was it
PA All Breeds.
Yeah. Such a good dude, and the Amsoil
awesome.
brand is
one of my favorite brands of oil. I mean, my dad used to be an Amsoil dealer, and it was just a hobby for him, really, not an income, but they got a pretty unique network and how they do that. But I mean, nonetheless, I learned a ton about that product, and it is some of the best product out there.
Yeah. So I know that we're wanting to partner with him,
right,
and vice versa. So he's such a good dude. So we'll see if we can work something out and be seen at the same place at the same time together. So we'll see how that is. And let's bring on Jeremy Rowe. All right, cool. So you people that are just tuning in with us, we've already done Jeremy's interview.
Go back in the show and re-listen to it.
Yeah, and I'll edit that in right here and
right
now. And I think that's going to take us to the point where we can say, "Hey, Jeremy, man, that was a great interview, and I look forward to seeing more great music from you." I don't know how we follow that up with anything left in the show. Do you?
No, I
you
don't
guys
think
got
so.
anything?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I'm out of bullshit.
No, we hit that bullshit meter. It went pegged out. But we appreciate Jeremy coming on with us, and that was pretty awesome. We love that people gave up their Monday night. I know it's not a normal night for us, and we appreciate you coming on with us. But where can people find us? Do you remember where people can find us?
Our Linktree.
Yeah.
Linktree.
Just
Linktree.
search us. If they already found us, if they're listening to us,
true.
man.
That's true.
So don't go find us. Go share us and tell somebody else about us.
That's right.
Tell your Jeep buddy. Tell somebody. Go out. Share it out. Share it on social media. Share it on YouTube. Share it on Instagrams. Get the word out about us, about Jeremy Rowe, and about everything Jeep.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, he's one of my new favorite guests. You can tell that he's a good
guy.
dude. Yeah.
I just want to hang out with him.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with him.
A little far away.
I know, dude. It's crazy.
He's definitely humble. Good,
for sure.
Good soul.
For sure. We enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Anyway, for Jeremy Rowe, for my good friend Bill, Don, here's a big Jeep wave to you, everybody. Have a good night. All right, cool. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us on the Monday night. I'm going to get off here because I'm tired and we got so much stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks for hanging out. Talk to you soon.